Hey guys, Mus1cMan here, back with another Identity 5 video. In this video I'm going to be continuing my series where I'm going to be reviewing Hunter's gameplay. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so this gameplay was sent in. It's of a Bloody Queen on Arms Factory. Now, Arms Factory is probably one of my least favorite maps to play with the Bloody Queen on, just because there's that, there's the factory, and there's quite a few decent pallet areas for survivors to kite around the map to make it really difficult. And then there's also the shack. You end up getting, wow, really fast down on the dock. Now, if you were in a higher, if you were playing against some higher tiered survivors, I would probably say that the dock would probably have either run to those pallets in the middle area or would have used their speed buff to get to the factory, just because it's a really good kiting area for survivors. You can get some good infinite loops in Arms Factory if you don't have a hunter that has a really good gap closer, except Bloody Queen's got her here, so she can kind of counter that. So it looks like the coordinator is going to come for the rescue. So I would have done now, yep, if I was the coordinator, I definitely would have used my flare gun there right after rescuing, just so that the dock would be able to get away. So you're going to chase down the dock. Oh, it looks like the survivors were healing over there. What I would have done is, I know I've mentioned this in my other videos, that the Bloody Queen is a momentum-based character, which kind of means that if you end up getting a survivor chaired, you kind of have to go after that one survivor and chair her again. So if you see a coordinator run up to you like that, drop the survivor. It would help you avoid a lot of annoying situations like that where you have to chase a survivor again like that. So with these hits, what I like to do is sometimes I'll swing forward and then do a step back, and that just kind of makes it so you can see, if you rewind a little bit, that that you swung through and then your animation would stop while you're in a pallet. A lot of survivors will then double back and get the pallet stun there. And to avoid that, what you can do is you can kind of swing and then step back. And the animation of your swing will be just long enough that you'll get out of that radius. So you can see your tinnitus is going off, so I would have come back to see if there was a survivor coming for the save, and you can see that there is. I have a feeling that this barmaid was lagging out. You kind of see the first time you were chasing her how she wasn't going really fast after you hit her, but you end up getting her down again. So what I would have done is I would have went after that gardener for a little bit just to get one hit on her so that she can't do another move like this and save. Now it looks like the barmaid ended up going AFK, so that ended up working out just fine for you. The barmaid probably ended up crashing or something, but now at this point, looks like you kind of lost the gardener. So what I would be doing is I would be looking for wiggling ciphers. So you just kind of, it looks like you kind of ended up placing a mirror at whatever cipher seemed relatively close. However, it's the wiggling ones that you really want to go for, because that means that the survivors are decoding there and the cipher is past 30%. So, but it looks like there are 5 ciphers remaining, so it doesn't look like cipher rush is going to be a huge issue here. You can see your tinnitus was going off right as you were approaching shack, so you know survivors there. Oh, and it's the dock that I was telling you probably should have been chasing a lot more in the first place. So what I would have done is I would use my mirror and try to pin the dock between the mirror and myself, and that can put a lot of survivors in some pretty tough situations. Otherwise, since you ended up getting that first hit there, I probably would have ended up using the mirror a little bit sooner and used it as like a gap closer from the speed boost. That's just what I like to do. And you're taking the doctor to the rocket chair for the second time. So At this point, with both survivors injured, survivor is gonna have to heal before coming for the save if they choose to do that. If they don't decide to do that, I would probably still say heal up, and then go after decoding the ciphers. So, but both are injured and it doesn't look like they're really going to each other, so yeah, it looks like the doc's gonna be eliminated here. So, what I would do now is I would look around for wiggling ciphers again. It doesn't look like anybody's decoding now, but I would probably just kind of stay in to like a central area where I could get to anywhere in the map if I wanted to. And then I could place my mirror right over there to disrupt the decoding. So now you're just kind of hunting around for a survivor at this point. And your teammates is going up, which means that a survivor is close. You see the wiggling cipher. Now, I think you're within the range that the fear radius should be going off. And if your fear radius is going off with the Bloody Queen, generally speaking, you should probably start running unless you explicitly know that the Bloody Queen is chasing somebody else. Just because she can mirror over to you and get to you really fast if you're just sitting on a cipher. Now, it looks like you're going to do some patrol camping. I mean, with one survivor left that's injured, you can kind of afford to camp out next to the cipher. See, the coordinator's right there, but choose is not to say. If I was a coordinator there, I definitely would have stayed from the rocket chair to try to prolong the game some more. But you end up getting the coordinator down, and that's about GG for the game. So you did really well. You used your mirrors to your advantage, and there were just a couple of points where I had a few suggestions on maybe where you might want to think about improving. But I hope this video helps you. I hope my commentary helped you out quite a bit, and thank you for sending in your gameplay. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you enjoyed that video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this video and if you have any suggestions for future videos. Now, if you want to send in your own gameplay so that you can have me review it and you can get a video on my channel like this, the instructions on how to do that are in the description of this video. And thanks for watching.